I recently posted my impressions of Cornell and Diehl's haunted bookshop pipe tobacco. And you replied, like to talk about that while enjoying a pipe. Howdy all, Virginia Piper here, after a brief hiatus with another You Replied segment highlighting your comments from a recent impressions video on Cornell and Diehl's haunted bookshop pipe tobacco. Old Berg wrote, book notes, laugh out loud. I like it. It's the total package for me. I get the burley, the Virginia, and Perique, and it smokes different in cobs and different in other pipes. I love it. I just might do a review. The strange thing is, 3 years ago, I hated Haunted Bookshop. Great video. Take care. Oldberg, it's amazing how our tastes change. As for doing a review, go for it. I'd love to hear your thoughts in greater detail. Kevin Twiner loaded up his reply with some cool emojis and said, hey, it's haunted. The prompting said a few minutes later, and it was just seconds. They all say it's got a heck of a nicotine hit to it, like old Joe Krantz. First time I had that, I popped my cork. Had it in a cob doing some push mowing, and I was chooching like a train. I love the stuff, but always puff gently now. Well, okay. My slide saying a few minutes later was used to indicate a passage of time between videos, so you wouldn't have to sit there waiting for me to pack my pipe, because I'm a considerate kind of guy. I'm glad I'm not the only one, though, who felt that nicotine hit. Patrick Petrowski added, I try to stay away from tobaccos with high nicotine content. That's why this one intrigues me, but doesn't at the same time. Weird, I know. Well, Patrick, the high nicotine content would be another reason why this wouldn't become part of my rotation. I'd rather not risk a nicotine addiction. As for feeling intrigued and not intrigued at the same time, I don't find that unusual at all. Throughout my years of being a dad, I've often felt conflicting emotions at the same time. Everett Young had this to say, I love Haunted Bookshelf myself. It's also Match's 860's favorite blend and Old Cakey's favorite too. I haven't had it in a while, and basically due to the fact that I'm frugal. I recently discovered Grand Coupier Boneyard. It's powerful stuff. Great video. Everett, I am frugal as well, which is why I stick to lane 1Q. I also heard from the Breyer Report. He said the results surprised me. Nicely done. Well, I've got to say I was surprised too. That's part of the fun in sampling new blends. And I have Chris Bjarkman, the ASL Piper, to thank for this experience. Sir James is a big fan of Haunted Bookshop. He writes, your words, amazing. Well, I totally agree. I order this tobacco by the pound and begin and end each day with a bowlful. In between, I enjoy Old Joe Krantz and Big and Burley. Take care and God bless, Jim. And Jim, I am glad you enjoyed this blend. I've also noticed Old Joe Krantz is often compared with it. Challenger Dart wrote, excellent vid, Virginia Piper. Thanks a lot. God bless you and yours. Happy Easter. Hey, you know what? I did have a happy Easter. My parents visited from New Jersey and we had a great time. Hope yours was great too. And that goes for all of you watching this video. Northeast Piper UK shared his thoughts. I wasn't impressed with my first smoke as I thought it was too much like cigarettes. But I was in my pipe infancy and have grown to enjoy it. I still get a tingle from the retrohale, and it taught me how to sip a pipe rather than go at it full steam ahead. Have a good holiday weekend. Indeed, this is a blend that needs to be sipped, or as I noted in the original video, the results can be unpleasant. Ghost Cobb said, "Have to say, well done. Thanks for sharing. Keep 'em burning, and blessings from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania." Thanks, Ghost Cobb. It's great to hear from one of the luminaries of YTPC. Hot dog maven Maui Don Tuono shared this. It makes you second guess yourself? Great tobacco. You're haunted in the flavors. You'll find something new every time you smoke it. And he added another comment saying, "That's what I'm smoking tonight." Great review, as always. Maui, you are so right. I was amazed at how I picked up new flavors the second time I tried it. Cobbett of the Shire wrote, "You raise an interesting point when you mention the difference between just smoking a pipe and doing nothing else, and smoking whilst doing other things. Being able to give time to concentrate on a blend certainly is a very different smoking experience to smoking when concentrating on another activity. I notice this when driving and smoking a pipe. In the latter, the pipe never leaves my mouth, and my cadence increases. I get pleasure from smoking both ways, but for different reasons." Well, Cobbett of the Shire, I wholeheartedly agree. That said, I avoid having a pipe in my mouth while driving, fearing what might happen should the airbags deploy. Pipes and Guitars had this to say, "I'm really looking forward to trying this one. It's on my list, and I have a tin waiting for me. Great review. Thank you so much." Well, Pipes and Guitars, I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts about this blend, perhaps in a musical review. Fireman Andy commented, "Well done review. I enjoyed how you broke it down. On the second bowl, did you do anything different prior to packing? Or just out of the bag? I just recently tried this blend for the first time, also from a sample from Chris. But I think you're right. I smoke fast, so I found it good, but strong, a little harsh, so you put up with it. I've got a little left, so I think I'll give it a go in another pipe." Fireman Andy, gotta tell you, I did nothing different the second time around. In a way, I guess Haunted Bookshop lives up to its name. Timber Drifter, I hope you don't mind, but I edited your comment slightly. I smoke Haunted Bookshop several times a week, if not several times a day. I have several other blends that I smoke regularly and occasionally. I get really into a blend that's new to me and only smoke that for a while. But I always come back to Haunted Bookshop. It's my standard blend. I enjoyed your review. It's interesting to watch someone else try to describe one of my favorite blends. I get a warm, musty sweetness like old books and a yeasty, mild vinegary taste that to me most closely resembles the smell of red oak firewood freshly split. Also, just a very slight chocolate or old chicken droppings minus the ammonia. Oddly, these two things smell the same to me. It's a great, fairly simple blend, and one of my staples like coffee, bacon, beans, potatoes, onions, and oats. Wouldn't want to be without it. Take care. Well, I gotta say, that is a very concise but very well done review. Krunislav Kurlij wrote, "Great video." Well, thank you, Krunislav, and for that matter, thank you all for similar sentiments shared in your comments. Have a great one, y'all.